YouTube, welcome back. I haven't done a YouTube since I'd say 2024 when I did the prep where I lost like 30 something kg. So it's currently the 8th of June 2026 and a lot has happened since then. So I'm going to get more consistent again with just the personal YouTube side of things, just because I found it fun at the time. I enjoy doing it. This is the reason why I got the camera to do it. So yeah, currently had one of my online clients come back on the program again. So like that, get her signed back up and get her program made. So I have to get that done by 2 p.m. Then cook, and it's back into the gym for PTs. So the reason why I'm doing this is because like this and the podcasting and the content is working on the business, where I find I get trapped in the loop of working in the business where I absolutely fill the diary with PTs Monday to Saturday. Like I start now every day at 6 a.m. and it's nearly like I know I'm self-aware enough where I know it's just staying comfortable. So if I fill the diary with PTs every day, I feel like, yeah, pat on the back, well done, you're doing well. Like you're progressing, you're busy, yeah, well done. But that's working in the business. So you can only grow to a certain point where, with personal training anyways, where you're limited to how much time you have. So like, obviously I can train people at 6 a.m. right through until 12, 1 o'clock, which I do. And then I'm back in there from 3 until 8, 9 o'clock most nights. But you're very limited to how much you can grow the business because, look, call a spade a spade. It's not a charity. Obviously, there has to be money made from it. And as well, like, you want to try train as much people as you can across the board, because obviously then it's positive. I know my coaching has a positive effect on people and that will shine through in the work and the results. But again, if I'm there saying I'm doing 10, 12 hours a day of PTing, which I am currently, I can nearly convince myself that that is enough. But it's not. Look, I want to grow the podcast. I want to grow this YouTube now as well, because then there's just more room for growth with that. And then whatever can happen with the gym, with online side of things, and then progressions through just a bigger unit, more space. So I know myself, I need to get out of the comfort zone now, get back doing YouTube, stay doing podcasting, push some more online products as well. I want to get back kind of designing free PDFs because I like doing that and I like seeing people benefit from them as well. So yeah, the next one I'm going to do is how to reach a 100 kilo bench. So I'm working on that in the background the last week. I find I enjoy doing that. Yeah, and then just other stuff, getting out of the comfort zone. Kind of, I feel like everyone is saying this year is moving fast, and that is true. This year is moving fast, but it's because every day seems like it's the same thing. So if I just literally woke up, PT'd, came home, or trained middle of the day, came home, did my usual middle of the day stuff, and back to PTs, it's a vicious cycle. Whereas throw in the mix now where, look, I downloaded Duolingo, learning a bit of Portuguese, it just breaks up the day, and it just romanticizes your boring day to day. So I think anyone should do that in their day to day. Like, find something that you can maybe make yourself more interesting. Even like saying a few Portuguese words to clients now is just a bit of crack and it's a bit more fun. So that's there as well now, out of the comfort zone, just trying to learn another language. Because look, 24, loads of time, give myself a year, progressively overload like in the gym. Can I get more fluent at speaking it, or better at speaking it to eventually get fluent, is the goal. So yeah, look, the YouTube is just going to be more behind the scenes, kind of behind the business sort of thing, and see where can I take Precision PT this year especially, because when I work on myself, I'm working on Precision PT. When I work on Precision PT, I'm working on myself. So like what I'm doing mirrors the gym as well. So if I'm progressing personally, the gym is going to be progressing. So it's a good buzz. So yeah, look, this YouTube, I'll probably roll one out weekly. Like today's Monday, I'm going to document throughout the whole week, build up the content, and then go from there. I'll have training in this, my own training. I'm currently cutting now for Villamoura in 7 weeks. So 7 weeks Thursday, I'm going to be over there, and I aim to do 2 podcasts while I'm over there on video with audio, everything. I want to do that. I'm going to keep up my online clients. I'm going to keep checking in with my in-person PTs, and I want to do 2 podcasts. Some of you might say, why don't you switch off? Why would you do that? I am more present, especially on the holiday with Laura, when I do that, and she knows that as well. She knows he has to do his stuff. He has to get his fix for, let's say, work, and doing that to then be more present with me. Because once I do that, once I block off like 2-3 hours, I'm able to chill out then for the rest of the day. Because like, it's a gig that I don't want to take a break from. Like I actually don't want to take a break from coaching, doing content, upskilling. Like I love it. I enjoy it. It's who I am. I don't do much else, you know. So yeah, that's all to come. So today's a rest day. It's more get admin bits done, learn a bit of Portuguese, do a bit of red light therapy, cook, and then back into the gym for the evening stint of PTs.
Well,
say hello.
Hi. That was the perfect.
This is the podcast studio, bit of a cape now. There's the lovely Laura. And here's the Shells boy.
It's not, I measured that.
Sorry, we leave the famous LA beauty studio.
Okay, don't get videos of the dirty salon, and I didn't actually consent to being on camera.
Well, tough to salon looks serious. Bougie.
No,
watch that, I think she dumped her
dirty.
rubbish. I think she dumped her fucking rubbish. Tuesday. Oh yes. Just did the golden grip finisher machine. Shout out to the cousin Jack Fahey. His birthday's Friday as well. Had my forearms pumped after that session. It's one thing, I'm getting very specific with my training. Forearms and getting bigger arms is one of them on the agenda. It's currently 10 to 3. Just stopped my watch. 43 minutes in and out the gap. It's currently 10 to 3 on Tuesday. Tuesday is an absolute monster. All my days are monstrous for PTs, to be honest. There's the odd day where I could have a few cancellations on the trot. But Tuesday is an absolute monster of a day. I was PTing from 6 until 1. I got home. I cooked minced tacos. If you want the recipe, we'll post it or show you in the next one. But that's kind of my go-to now. It's quick, easy, high protein. I've been banging my micronutrients out of the park as well. I'm sitting at like 43 grams of fiber from today's food. And so far I have like 400 calories left. I'm on like 2,000 calories and like 150 or 60 grams of protein. I can get the specifics up later. But yeah, today's just a monster of a day. I did not want to train today. Genuinely, I was like kind of saying to myself, oh, you've worked so hard, blah, blah, blah. Chill out for an extra hour at home. But to be honest, that's one thing this year I'm trying not to let happen, is obviously celebrate that I'm busy, it's going well, everything's going well, touch wood, thank God. Celebrate that, but also knowing when you do have it in the tank and you can push, and you mightn't come in and smash out a PB or a PR, but at least you're doing something uncomfortable. For me, PTing is comfortable. I said this in one of the last clips yesterday. Personal training is a comfort zone for me. It's busy. It's something that I'm super good at. I've been doing it day in, day out, every single fucking day for 7 years coming up soon. So it's something that comes second nature to me. So training, doing something that is uncomfortable because I'm getting to new heights with certain lifts. They're scary. The risk of injury is there. The risk of failing is there. But what harm? So what? You fail, dust off, go again into the next day, the next session. So that's kind of my mindset towards that session. I took my warm-ups really slow. I took my time during them. I let the tunes be playing and got really in the zone for it and banged out 50 kilo dips for 6 and then 4. First time getting 50 kilo dips for 6 reps. I got 5 last week, and first time getting 2 sets of 50 kilo dips in the same session, albeit it was 4 reps. Is that where I want to be for this program I'm on? No, because I'm kind of working from a 6 to 8, 8 to 10 rep range split. So I missed it by 2. But again, so what? I came in, I dipped 50 fucking kilos for 2 sets. Urgh! Feel great. So I have 7 and 15 quick mats, 23 minutes until my next PT. So I have to shower, do my, wait a second. Do my face wash. Shout out to LA Beauty Studio, Genesis Skincare. Got the moisturizer. And then, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget your SPF. Laura's keeping me wrinkle free, even though I have a Wi-Fi forehead. And then I think I have a 6:15 PT cancellation, which I don't actually mind because I'm on 3:15 until 8:30, 8:45 so far. But usually, shout out to Cahill, main man, he takes the 7 p.m. class, the 4 ladies and that, and then I can eat this clean cut, and that'll be probably my last meal of the day. And that's pretty much Tuesday. Tuesday is a boring, monotonous day, but I do romanticize it. I made sure today, I was 50-50, will I get a coffee? I was like, no, come on, you like your fix. So got my Jimmy's coffee, feet up, chilled out for 15 minutes for that session and just watched some Modern Wisdom. That was good. So yeah, it was, it's been a good day. Let's finish out the evening with coaching and that'll be it. Bed early. If I'm not tired or too tired, I will show you my optimal sleep routine. I could show you the mornings, I will. It's just do the same thing over and over again. Get up, dress my bed, try not look half dead, weigh myself. If I have time, do some red light therapy. If not, I'm usually scrambling out the door to be here well before PTs kick off. That's it. It's boring Tuesday. Day-to-day shit that I have to keep doing. But I know it will be all worth it. It has been. Look at this place. I love this place. Absolutely love this place. It upsets me to leave it, which is kind of sad. So it's kind of nice being back here. That's why I like PT on Saturdays as well. Don't know when this is going to be up. I'm hoping it'll be up probably Friday evening, Saturday morning maybe. And then I will show you the ins and outs of recording a podcast as well and the prep behind that. I need to do probably a solo episode this week. I want to do like a episode 50 or 51 episode milestone because it's pretty cool. Like that's a full year of podcast episodes each week, even though I've only ramped it up in the last while. And then we actually need to announce the winner of the Makantha hamper. So I need to do that as well. I'm actually going to do that while I eat my clean cut. Mr. Fia McHugh runs the podcast for me, legend. So I need to do that. That's pretty much it. Will I put in training content? I don't know. I prefer to put training content in my Instagram story or an Instagram post. If you would like to see some training content or me talk about my training more, I will be doing that. This focus now is just reach like 82, 83 kilos before Villamora. So I have like 7 kilos to go. 6, 7. I have 6 or 7 kilos to go, and then once I'm like low 80s, I don't really mind going holidays happily at 82, 83. Oh yes. Fresh fade. Whew. Can't beat it. Stephen Mannion. Legend. So it is currently Wednesday evening. Wednesdays I take off. Wednesday evenings I PT. Yes, these are the blue light blockers. If I'm watching TV, playing bit air creators like that in the evenings, or working late, these bad boys come on. I find my eyes definitely aren't as scratchy in the morning, and I'm just trying to get the best sleep possible. So we have the blue light blockers, magnesium biglycinic complex from Macantha Nutrition. This bad boy, an hour before bed. Code PPT15 at checkout. Serious. But Wednesday evening is all about chilling, or the afternoon. Myself and Laura do something, either with the businesses, because obviously our salon's upstairs. We kind of use it as a midweek kind of detox prep for the busy few days leading into the weekend, because obviously for a salon, for Thursday, Friday, Saturday is bananas, and for the gym as well, they're probably one of my bigger unit days. Now tomorrow there's a few cancellations, so I will be able to bang out a solo podcast. Then I need to get stuck into the admin of the podcast, and I need to reach out to a few people to see if they would like to come on the podcast, or just poach a few people. So that needs to be done tomorrow. I need to plan content for the gym. I want to get into training style content. So going through, like, let's say my top 5 exercises for chest. Talk to people through exercise demonstration. All that's going to be done tomorrow. Because I'm PTing from 6 until around 12 o'clock, half 12. Then I'm not back in until 4:45, and I have 2 gaps in the evening. So I might record an evening podcast, and I will show you all that, what goes into it, the prep behind it. A lot of the solo podcasts, I tend to pick a topic and then just run with it and see how that goes. So yeah, Wednesday PTing 6 to 12 today. Then it was just chill out from there. Myself and Laura are looking at a food festival, the Big Grill in Dublin. So if anyone's been to that, let me know, and I'm definitely recording a video for that, because I'll be post Villamora. I'll have a nice tan, and hopefully I won't be too swelt where I can get swelt at that festival eating, because this is why I love to train, so I don't become swelt. But other than that, that's pretty much it. On a personal note, the feet are sore after 3 carnage days of PTing. I need new shoes. Any advice to any PT that is busy, get good shoes. My stand hours are crazy. I'm on my feet a lot, then I have to get steps, train. So it's actually nice to be able to put the feet up for the evening now. Chill the F out. But yeah, that's a bit into my evening routine. 9,000 steps. CBA hitting 10,000 today. I have a feeling my weight will be down tomorrow. Everything's going well. New low weigh-in this morning. So yeah, we'll keep her lit. Oh, I almost forgot. Un café con leche e chá con leche, por favor. That's Portuguese for a coffee with milk and a tea with milk, please. Yo, arms today on the menu. No pump. So it's Thursday, morning PT is done, 6 a.m. until 11. My 11 a.m. cancelled, so I was able to clean the gym, have it spanking clean, and then actually Henry Hoover, there he is. Henry is serious for hoovering, if anyone wanted to know. But one thing I noticed, and I came across this on a podcast, where your brain has to be half on, half off. That's where your creativity happens. That's why, like, people walking in nature, something like that, you take in a nice view and then you're like, oh shit, this would be a good idea for this. Cleaning is super therapeutic for me, especially cleaning the gym. That's where I think, oh, this would be a good post, this would be a good podcast. So my plan is train arms, then get home, cook. I have creatine at the house as well. That's Laura's, that I need to bring back in for her and me. Then as well, shout out to Jack Fahey again for the forearm builder. His birthday is tomorrow, so need to get him an old eclair. Likes him the eclairs. Then it's a case, get back in and do a podcast. So I'm toying between two ideas I want for the solo podcast. Haven't done a solo podcast in ages, because just the last few have all been guests, and they've been really, really good. I just seen Fia uploaded an Instagram post there from Dylan. This is the post. I love that style of the swiping content now. It's really cool. So yeah, got to train arms now. I'll throw in some clips of that. I do 6 exercises for arms, both triceps. Great for a pump. I got this session from Owen Lacey, Savage coach in Dublin. And basically I'll be starting with triceps. So we start with close grip benching, then we go on to an overhead extension, close grip benching, skull crushers, then tricep push downs with 2 ropes, 8, and then 16 reps, 3 sets right through. Then we go on to biceps, and I start off with a reverse curl, then a inclined supinated grip bicep curl, and then into a kneeling hammer curl, trying to bring the 2 dumbbells together, keep the elbows close to the body. They're also 8, and 16 reps. Okay, arms to get massively pumped. It's a great session. That will bring me to an upper session, an arm session. I have to do legs either Friday or Saturday, and then that benching session on Sunday. That's been my training split. I fucking love it. It's great. It fits my work schedule here. I'm actually going to train in my socks today as well. So if you see me walk around in my socks, my Instagram stories, don't think I'm crazy. My left foot is cramping up. My stand hours in here has been ridiculous this week, and I need to get new shoes, especially before Villa Maura. So yeah, that's pretty much an update on Thursday morning. Things that I'm doing to work on the business today instead of working in the business is podcast admin, where I type up a message and I just email and Instagram DM people, just get them on. Look, I have to do it. It takes time. It's uncomfortable. It's awkward. I don't know these people, but I don't care. I'm going to reach out and see, do they want to come on? And then I need to do content for the Precision PT page. I was telling you that I want to get into more training style content, like let's say my top 3 exercises for X, and go from there. That's it then, kind of spaced out evening of PTs this evening. I'm in at 4:45, 5:30, gap at 6:15, class at 7. Main man Cahill will take that. Then the 2 of us are on at 7:45 for the bigger group class. Done at 8:30, home, bed, back in, focus, back in tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Friday is a behemoth of a day, so that's where I have to make my overnight oats and have all that ready. But look, that's it, that's the buzz. Yeah, so here is Behind the Business with Kyle Shaughnessy. Episode 52 recorded there for the podcast. Yeah, so basically before I record an episode, I just see what I want to chat about, and to be honest, 52 episodes was like a year of weekly episodes. So I just get a few lessons I've learned through guests I've had on, and just through the years of coaching and running a business as well. Like, I'm 24. I definitely don't have it all figured out, but success leaves clues. I've done very well for myself considering where I started out. So there was just a few insights from my own head that I wanted to write down. But one of the closing parts of the podcast, I said, what would I tell my younger self if I could tell him now? And I tell him not to worry as much. I worried a lot when I started out PTing because I put such pressure on myself to reach certain targets, certain goals, and have the gym looking a certain way, and it's all worked out, and I'm very happy and very proud, and yeah, I just wouldn't worry as much because usually everything just ends up working out, and you need to stop putting so much pressure on yourself. Get after it without doubt, fucking work, but accept that if you work and you give it time, you're going to do well. And that was the topic of today's episode. PTs now, and then a bit of a gap. We need to get a bite to eat and do some podcast admin as well and get these guests sorted and lined up. I have 2 lined up for the next few weeks, but I'm not telling you. You'll find out the day of recording. So yeah, need to get some more on board. Catch you in the next new podcast episode number 51. Dylan McDonald, Donald legend, currently on 7,000 steps. Have to get more now. I've literally been such a creature of habit the last few weeks regarding food. Breakfast in the morning is literally overnight oats. That gets me like 16 grams of fibre, 650 calories, and like 45 grams of protein. That with coffee, water. Then I literally go home. I have lean mince with wraps as my tacos, which are serious. And then I could have like a fibre 1 bar, and then really whatever the hell I want. It just depends on the day. I don't really have like a specific meal that I eat for that amount of calories. So it's Friday. Like, I could get a soup max even though I had calories last night and I had 5 tenders and I had a new low weigh-in this morning without a poo. Yes. So yeah, basically look, I have options, which again why I love if it's your macros, because I'll make a good choice out of that instead of just being married to a meal plan. So that's current update. Today's Friday. It's a good day. Busy morning. Bit of a more chill afternoon on the PT side of things. Yeah, 3 more PTs to go. Then I'll probably train a bit of legs and then have food. Wake up, have a good weigh-in tomorrow. PT's at 6 a.m, so I'll be weighing at 5:30. So ideally, I wouldn't like to be eating too late. And yeah, that's the crack for Friday. So on the topic of fat loss and running this cut for Villamora, start January, I weighed 98.6 and I'm currently at 89.6 now. So just roughly 9 kilos down, which is great. I'm keeping steps relatively high, like I'm on 6,000 steps a 2:45. I will get to about 12,000 by the end of PTs and everything. And now I need to go in and help Laura set up IKEA units in the gym. So just the thing, it's great that she's upstairs in the gym now, because it used to be 2 floors of the gym. So it's actually great that she's up there, because obviously our biggest issue with the gym is footfall, getting people through the door. We're not like a commercial gym that have like 2,000 people on their books and only can facilitate for, let's say, 100, 150. So they don't really want the other members coming. We're a private personal training gym. So look, do I hope to commercialize the gym down the line? Who knows? If we get more space, that could be an option. But no, it's cool because Laura's clients going in and out the door. It's a good buzz. So I have to go back and help her now set up these. But in regards to food, I'm consistently hitting about 2,500 calories, about 180 grams of protein, and I'm trying to fiber max is what I'm calling it now. So with fiber, I'm trying to hit like 35 to 40 grams a day, just so I can have adequate bowel movement. And I did a podcast with Dill McDonald, registered dietitian and nutritionist, last week in the podcast. Very good listen, and we spoke about the importance of fiber as well for other vast health benefits. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at with food, calories. 7 weeks to go. I want to get down to about 82. Serious. Serious morning.